Martin Show.
How far did you get into news?
Almost out of the Katrina stuff. Some other lot of stuff to talk about.
I don't know why it is. I can't get away from that. I'll sit at the desk in my office at home, and I'll leave it on Fox News because that's all they're talking about. That's all they cover.
That's it. That's all they do. You wonder, again, I looked at the paper the other day and went, what would they be writing about? It's all Katrina.
Yeah, what got pushed aside.
Yeah.
And I don't know why I can't flip it off. Because then I flip over to the local news at noon. Mm-hmm. Have you watched Channel 8 yet?
Not recently.
Not the new guy that they got on?
Was he on this morning early? No.
Yeah.
Okay.
What, Dan?
Justin Farmer?
Yeah.
Oh, I saw him today, yeah.
You noticed his right eye?
No, I didn't see it.
Party time.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I'll have to look tomorrow.
Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. Maybe it's moody.
No.
Sometimes it's a bigger party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it's way over on the far right, and I think he can tell because you'll see him turn his head like this.
Kind of away.
Right. What, Dan?
You know what? There may be something to that because now that you mentioned, I've noticed it since he started doing the middays with Alexa. They don't seem to have. They're not in the same seat every time. It's almost
they
like,
flip-flop back and forth.
Yes.
I wonder if, you're right. What kind of party's going on in his head?
Yeah, so it's like one day the party's kicking too much, so they move him on the other side.
Yeah. You're right. I've never noticed him do that before.
I never have either.
Because it never happened in the past. Because back when Debbie Denman did it with Alexa, when you watch it on TV,
Debbie was always on the left, Alexa's on the right.
You got it.
Yeah. In fact, they do it so often. There was one day that the Chiron, the graphics,
were wrong.
Didn't match. Alexa was over with him, and Justin Farmer was on the other side. That's probably why. He probably comes in, talks to the floor director, explains what kind of party's going on with his eye.
Today's the day.
Yeah.
Big one. Just like New Year's Eve.
Mardi Gras on the right side of my head.
Yeah, I gotta go.
So, swap. Yeah, look for my eyeball. Wearing a little Burger King hat with beads. Yeah, show my eyeball your... Why are we talking about this?
Who cares?
We're talking about news and...
I'll flip onto the local news, and when they stop talking about Katrina, I'll go back to CNN or Fox News just to keep watching, even though really nothing has changed.
No, we get some new video from time to time, and today was a big deal. It was a dog barking on a roof that hadn't been saved yet. And
I don't think I watched the September 11th stuff this long. No. And there's really no good news coming out of it. It's all depressing.
Very much so.
I don't understand why I'm enamored with this.
I got up this morning, and the routine is always turn TV on first. I caught myself going, do I really want to turn this one back on? It's depressing.
Now, if they came back with something that said, hey, look, we figured out how to get the water out quicker, people can go back to their homes, the E. coli is not as bad as we thought it was going to be, or even if it is, we won't tell them, so they'll go back home. There's no good news that's coming out of anything.
Nothing at all. We fixed the levee. All the water will be out in a week. Now, now it'll still be 6 to 8 weeks, they say.
That Gail? We didn't finish it. We'll do traffic. I don't care. Hi, Gail.
Hi there, Russ. I think it's morbid fascination, kind of.
I know, but after a certain point, it seems like it would just take its toll on you, and you'd get as depressed as the people that got kicked out of their homes.
Well, I think just the humanity aspect of it. Nothing has ever happened this big, ever. Nothing has ever happened this big to us. And we're humans, and we're just amazed. It's so difficult to grasp the enormity of it and to delve into yourself to understand how much people are suffering.
Yeah. With 9/11, it was like a city got attacked, and 2 buildings went down. There was still a city there. Here, an entire city is really gone. Gone.
Well, I know, but that doesn't explain why I can't flip it off. Why I can't just shut it off and focus on something else for a while. Because that's really all I think we've talked about since last week.
What's all anybody's talked about since last week?
But I'm tired of talking about it. But I can't stop watching it.
Well?
And I don't know where that's coming from.
You're trying to understand it.
Maybe I keep watching. It's like watching the same movie over and over,
right,
and you're hoping the end will change.
Get something else.
Or somebody's in a tense situation. You go, okay, well, I'm going to watch it this time, and he's going to figure out how to get out of there before the monster gets it.
Yeah.
Something good is bound to happen.
Yeah, that's got to be it. I keep watching this because I'm looking just for an inkling of something that says we've made some progress. But every day, there's something new. Whether it's somebody's done something, or they found something new in the water, or something's collapsed.
Now they're describing what it looks like when they went into the nursing home that didn't get evacuated.
Right, 30 people dead in there. Mm-hmm. They're afraid when the water gets all pumped out of New Orleans, they have no idea what they're going to find on the streets of dead people.
I heard
or how many
they'd
dead
ordered
people.
like 25,000 body bags.
Yeah, those are on standby. That's what they're expecting when all the water's gone.
Well, there was one woman today in a building where rescuers from another state had come in and were going through in their boats, and they actually found her. She had been in chest-deep water for 10 days. They were yelling with bullhorns and stuff to let people know there was rescue coming through if there were people conscious, and you see this hand reaching through the door is all you see, and they were able to rescue her. But she actually was having to drink that water. She was there for 10 days.
I don't know how old was Marty's dad, my accountant?
90.
Yeah, sitting on the roof for 4 days. Did you know he's a Holocaust survivor?
You know, I saw something like that. Yeah, I pulled out an article.
Hold on, hang on, Gail.
Yeah.
Here it is. Yeah. This was on TXCN.com. They did a story about it.
Joseph Scher, a survivor of the infamous Nazi death camp at Auschwitz, is stuck. Oh, this was before they even found him.
Yes.
Is stuck in his home that is surrounded by water. His son says he needs help. I guess Marty did call everybody.
He called everybody. That's what he was doing here. Just, do you know anybody at Channel 8? Do you know anybody at the AP? Like, he was calling everybody he knew.
What a resourceful man.
I'd have give up.
Well, it saved his life. Saved his daddy's life.
Well, they would have found him anyway, wouldn't they?
Well, you know,
the TV stations weren't looking for him. They just reported when he got found.
They also helped. They helped go find him. There's the story. There's a really good story. A 90-year-old Holocaust survivor's on top of a roof. It's, they happened to be there when it happened.
By some quirk of fate, Cher's phone in New Orleans was still working when his son attempted to call him Wednesday. Despite not being able to reach loved ones in New Orleans, the retired tailor was able to call his son Martin several times. Just weeks ago, Joseph Scher had returned to his home after being hospitalized because of heart surgery. Now he's stranded in his home. There's no way for him to get to his rooftop. Then it goes on and talks about more than 60 years ago, he and his family members were captured by German soldiers in occupied Poland. Scher saw hundreds of friends and relatives die in death camps. Scher's son said on several occasions Nazis could have executed his father. It was in the late 40s the family arrived in the U.S. and was among the first World War II Jewish refugees to move to New Orleans.
Wow.
And he goes on about his history.
So this is not the worst thing he's ever been through.
No, but I'm sure right in the middle of all of this, he's going, well, at least I got out of that. What the hell else is going to happen to me?
Yeah, a lot of good that did me.
Yeah.
Gotta be the worst thing I
I make it through the Holocaust, and now I'm stuck on my roof with water coming after my ass.
At 90, weeks after heart surgery.
Bless his sweetheart.
And he survived again.
Yeah. What was the date on this? Wednesday the 31st. When did they find him? When it's Saturday?
Yeah.
Now when you sent me an email that Marty was on TV with his dad?
Yeah. So it was late Friday night, Saturday morning. I saw it Saturday morning on TV.
I want to just meet this guy.
I do too.
I want to talk to him because I tried talking to him a couple of days ago.
He's a little distraught. And he's 90.
Okay.
He's been through a crisis. He's not sure really what else is going on.
I'd still like to meet him. Once they get him nice and degassed, he can come over to the house and visit.
I'd like to meet him too.
Because if he was setting up on the roof for 4 days, business went on in his drawers. And now Marty won't even go out to the Target and buy him some pants. He's waiting on FEMA to cough up the money so his dad can get some underdrawers.
FEMA cash is coming.
That's what he said when he was on Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah.
Tuesday.
He did.
Dad on the roof for 4 days. He's filling up his trousers.
Yeah, fermenting.
And he sets in the sun. It ain't like you're sitting in a freezer and you crap your pants. You're out in the sun where it's good and humid.
Oh, Lord.
Then they finally get him to Marty's house here in Texas. Mm-hmm. Marty don't buy him no pants. He tells his dad to hold on.
Well, he's coming from the government.
But Marty, I'm living in my tube.
Quit it.
At least in the Holocaust, they cleaned this up.
Yeah. This is, I can't stay with you. Do you hear me?
Oh, me. Oh.
Maybe we get him some clothes. Because, Marty, being the tight ass he is, he's not going to buy his dad any clothes.
Apparently not. Well, that FEMA check comes in.
I just can't believe that after going to such great extremes to save his father that he would let him sit there dirty.
Well, they said.
Saving him didn't cost no money.
Buying him drawers cost some cash.
Yeah. Y'all are so bad.
All right, hang on. Now, what do you got?
I've got Toyota of Plano, Booth Eye Care and Laser, and Subway, and Golfsmith. Go by the Golfsmith and tennis tent sale this Friday. And Saturday and Sunday, the Golfsmith in Plano at 75 in Plano Parkway. You'll find outstanding savings on all the best brands this weekend, only at Golfsmith. Southbound 35 Simmons at Industrial Boulevard. There's an accident. Traffic's backed up to Oak Lawn. It's actually a trailer home that's on its side, so that's going to be there for a while toward the Mixmaster. Eastbound 183 at 360. There's an accident that just cleared slow traffic from Highway 10. It's Grape Fest, and Main Street is shut down between Northwest Highway and Dallas Road through Saturday in Grapevine. Well, if you'd like to save on your next tank of gas, be sure to use your Plus card when you do your weekly shopping at Kroger. Spend $100 on groceries, and you can save 10 cents a gallon at any Kroger Fuel Center. See store for details. I'm Gail Lightfoot on the Russ Martin Show.
Thanks, Gail. Weather brought to us by America Online. You go to live1053.com for your free trial. 72 for the low tonight. Mid-90s all the way through the weekend. We're at 95 now at Live 105.3.
All right. I'll take this and you pick up wherever you left off with the news.
Hey.
Hi, Kyle.
Hey, Russ. I just want to know what happened to Elsa. I couldn't find her on the NBC5 website.
She not been on at noon or 11?
I hadn't seen her. Well, I'm at work then, so I don't know.
I don't know. I haven't heard from her. Last time we heard from her husband was drunk and pissed at us.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's good. Well, Marty's dad was swinging his dirty diaper around as a white flag.
All right, thanks. I'm not picking him up. Because he'll want to get in.
We just clean these seats.
Yeah, he'll want to ride inside. Did they say, I don't know if Marty told us or I wasn't paying attention. Did they say how they got the helicopter going and get him, or had the waters
they did not say.
Receded enough to where they got a boat in?
I would imagine they probably had to do a helicopter. But I don't know. Marty didn't say.
Surely they bought him clothes by now.
Yes. I saw him on Channel 8, and it would appear to be clothes he had not been living in 4 or 5 days.
What was the TV shot like? How was the shot comped?
He was...
Waist up?
Yeah, he got out of a car and walked toward the camera, but he was waist up.
All right, then.
Marty's bought his daddy britches.
Mm-hmm. Marty, I need drawers. My levy broke.
No.
I've checked my shorts. They got my sugar in them.
Quit it.
What?
My yakum is full.
Yes, it's full. Empty me.
God, that's sad.
I look like a pony.
No.
All right, go ahead where you left off.
Alrighty. Hang on a sec here. A new survey by the magazine Health Plus finds that 77% of women over 40 said that sex they're having now is better than when they were in their 20s.
Why are you reading this story?
There's a lot of women that listen to the show.
Not over 40.
A few of them. One specifically. 45% say they have a greater sexual appetite than they did, women over 40. 82% say that sex is just as important in their lives now as it was when they were younger.
Why are you reading this?
It's just an interesting little story.
Not to me.
It's not about the hurricane. I thought you might get away from the hurricane. 70% feel more sexually adventurous than they did when they were younger. 66% are more confident with their bodies than they were in their 20s. 51% are for guys that are their own age. 33% want that younger man. And 60% say they have relations at least once a week, but want it more often. What? It's women over 40.
My mom's not sexually active.
Yes, she is. Why wouldn't she be? Women are sexually active into their 80s.
No, they're not.
Well, yeah, they are.
And where are you getting this info?
Well, my grandmother was...
How do you know she was getting it?
Because you just could tell.
How could you tell?
Well, her and her husband were her and her husband were very active, very lovey-dovey. They get up every morning, they'd stretch, and they'd kiss and hug all the time. I'm sure they were...
That doesn't mean that they were still doing it.
I'm sure they were still
No, it doesn't.
I'm sure they were. With that spit noise. The Rolling Stones are on tour, and basically Mick Jagger's recently said, coming out, hey, don't expect us just to do hits. We're going to do our new stuff. If we go on tour...
I don't know why they do that.
We got to do a record. It shows you're actually functioning rock band. I don't want to be one of those bands that just does hits. People say I'd much prefer to hear Brown Sugar than some new song. Well, I don't give a crap what you prefer. The new album is called A Bigger Bang, is the Stones' first studio disc in 8 years. Between discs, by the way, drummer Charlie Watts came down with throat cancer. He's better now, and he's ready to rock, as they say. Although he's yet to have any major health scare. Mick says, quote, I'm sure I'll have one day. It's gonna happen. You're gonna get ill. You're gonna die. You just gotta stay as healthy as long as you can.
What station plays Stone stuff? New stuff. The classic rock stations aren't going to play it. Your alternative rock stations aren't going to play it. Like KVIL, they're not going to play it.
There are a few.
What club?
Jack's played it a few times, actually. They've got it
in their single Rough Justice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
New Stone stuff?
Mm-hmm. I mean, just that one single, that's it. So.
Yeah, that's the first single off the CD. Actually, Rough Justice hit says here has been played over a total of 407 times on all stations nationwide. That's just a very low number. I mean,
how many? Hold on a second.
When we go get it?
Yeah, go over to Jack, see if they can give you a copy. Go back up. What'd you say?
Billboard Radio Monitor. They monitor all radio stations, coast to coast.
Okay.
And so if you play, that's where if you play a song more than 5 times, it gets reported.
All right.
It gets reported by this company. You don't even have to tell anybody you're doing it. Total of 407 times during the last week, reporting week. 407 spins nationwide is nothing. And that number is absurdly low.
Okay.
Rough Justice is also having trouble picking up radio stations. So far, only one station in New York's got it. Also, one station in L.A., one in Chicago, one in Philadelphia, only one in Atlanta for each of those. But like you said, what format does it fall into? It's not. You can't really put it on a rock station. But it's a new song, so you can't really put it on a classic rock station, even though they're a classic rock band. All told, Rough Justice could only be found on 32 stations across the U.S. total.
Well, the concerts are selling out, though, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So people still want to see the Stones.
But people want to hear the classics. They don't want to hear Rough Justice or whatever. The other.
Have you heard the song?
Yeah. Yeah, I have. I heard it on Jack.
Oh.
It's Stones. Sounds like the Stones.
All right. Dan, are these other calls Katrina related? I'm burned on that.
Line 1 isn't.
All right. Hi, Kim.
Hey, Russ.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, I was just calling in regards to the caller you had before the break. She didn't want to give up the radio station, but I believe that it's K104. Their producer is white, and they do a few white jokes on there.
What do they say?
Just, the usual.
I don't know what the usual is. I'm white. You guys don't tell them in front of us.
No.
That's the way we work it.
Yeah.
Just how you guys, let's see here. The nosy neighbor is usually,
They're right about that.
Oh, yeah, I got the one next door to me.
When I lived in Plano, it was the same way. Yeah. Everybody wants to come out. They want to find out what you do. And that they're always watching. Mm-hmm. They knew that I'd go out and mow every other day. How do you know that?
They're nosy. They just watch. Everybody watches.
I mean, I'll say that my neighbors are. So whenever we leave, we always know if somebody's. They tell us if anybody's been to our house or anything. When we first moved into our neighborhood, they came over, introduced themselves, and gave their phone numbers. I mean, but it's just something that you guys do.
Well, what else? What else do you guys say about white people?
Okay, just me myself. When I'm driving, I think everybody's kind of racist when they get in their cars. I don't discriminate against anyone. If I see one of you guys is behind me and I think there's going to be an accident, I don't worry about it too much because I figure you got insurance.
That's a fair call.
Yeah.
Well, when somebody white cuts you off in traffic, do you throw out cracker at them?
Yeah.
All right, that's fair.
Yeah, stop.
Yeah, I do.
Nothing else?
And if somebody black does, I never use the N-word because I just don't use a word.
Right.
But I'm like, please don't hit me because I'm sure that you're just little things. I hate saying it because I'm sure some of us are listening to you guys. But, I mean, if I'm being honest, I don't.
What'd she say?
I've been
Some
here
of us
before.
are listening, so she's embarrassed to say what she really thinks.
Why? Well, go ahead. Black people got a handle on it.
Okay. Well, I'm afraid that, the insurance card is not valid.
You mean if a black person hit you?
Yeah. Depending on what kind of car they're driving.
Fair enough.
Profiling
Yeah.
is what she's doing.
Yeah.
So even black people profile other black people.
Yes.
As well as white.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, that doesn't sound
We
too
do.
bad. I think what we do is a lot worse.
You think so?
Yeah.
What do we do?
Do you actually listen to the show?
Yes.
All right.
Me? Yeah.
No, not you. I'm talking to Dragon. All right. I got to go, sweetie.
Okay.
Thanks for calling. All right.
Bye.
Scrudini.
What is it, Rob?
Hey, guess what?
You missed the bang?
No, I got it. Hey, Justin just called from Go Vision. We're getting the big screen out at TMS.
Who knows what he said?
Jumbotron.
Okay.
Are you ready for your salute?
Your salute.
Oh, I'm not doing the salute.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Do the salute.
I don't even know where it come from.
But just you did it one year, and then it just become a tradition. Don't let us down. It's a tradition.
No.
You have to.
It's not something somebody gets wrapped up in.
It shows respect.
No. I look like a bone.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
It shows respect to the officers that are there.
And
how
nobody ever salutes back.
I thought they did last year.
No.
Yeah.
Nah,
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did.
I don't even know why I did it the first year.
I don't know, but it was great because I remember your comment was, just from my heart, this is respect for you, out of respect, and that's how they show respect to each other. They salute. That's all it is.
I'm not doing it.
Yes, you are.
I'd rather give them cash.
It's a tradition.
I'll give them dollars.
And that's why Rob's been working on the Jumbotron so everybody can see your salute.
That's the only reason he's been jacking with getting the Jumbotron?
That, and it's going to make it a lot cooler, too, because now we can feed all the cameras into one and have everybody see what's going on stage. But, yeah, the salute's a big thing to him.
I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
Look at one of the pictures from last year.
I've seen him every year. It's a tradition now.
What, Dan?
Yeah, I understand why you don't like to do it, but you've kind of backed yourself into a corner. You almost have to do it now.
No, what you do is you don't do it this year, and that way you kind of set the new tradition is nothing happens. That's the new classic.
No.
Yeah.
They find it very respectful.
They don't seem to care.
The cops, they certainly do care.
I'm not doing it.
Let everybody down. Might even have the parade cancel the whole thing. It's over.
I'm all right with that.
That's the pinnacle of it.
What?
That's the pinnacle. That's the punchline.
Somebody saw Craddock? They talked to him?
Sort of. More like Craddock talked to him.
Oh, all right. How we doing, Chloe? All right. I'm Mel.
Hey, how's it going?
Good.
Yeah, the other day we was at a restaurant in Arlington, and a friend of mine works there, so I just went up there to mess around with him, and there was a couple behind us. So my friend, me and him sat down and talked, and we were talking about your show, and how much we watch it, go on the site and everything, and
Are you talking about my show or Craddock's?
No, your show.
Okay.
Your show.
All right.
And we were just talking about the camera thing, and anyway, so when we were talking about it, he said, yeah, you can go work for the show. You can be like Al. And I started laughing. I don't want nobody going to be like Al. So all of a sudden we heard, pow, hit the table real hard. So we went on talking a little more. So about 5 minutes later, he calls the waitress over and says that, could we get the go boxes? And so she gave him the boxes and stuff. So when he got through, he got up and came over to the table and said, let me tell you something. Russ Martin is not funny. He's an a-hole, and he's this, and he's that. And my show is best in the Metroplex, and this and that, and he walked off. So I looked at my friend. I'm like, what is his problem? He said,
Hold on a second. I don't know that I'm buying this. How many of you guys were at the table?
There was two of us.
All right. Big guys?
Nah, he's kind of small.
No,
Hispanic guy
you.
with tattoos. So
Oh, you and your buddy?
yeah.
Both black guys?
No. One's Hispanic. I'm black.
Oh, there's no way he walked up to a table and got in your face.
No.
Well, he came over there with the little girl that he was with. They got up, and he came over to the table, and that's when he says, "You ruined my meal," talking about Russ Martin. And so I'm like, I didn't know who he was. So then my friend starts laughing and said, you know who that was? I said, no. He said, that's Kid Craddock. And I'm like, oh, man. So then when we left, he was sat out in the parking lot. I guess him and his woman sat out in the parking lot, and then he just flipped us off and sat there with cussing on the way while he was leaving.
I'm not buying that.
Yeah.
He don't have the balls to go up to somebody's table
and confront them.
Yeah.
But I didn't know who he was until, like you say, when he told me that. So then, you know, there's a big sign.
What did the chick look like that was with him?
She was blonde head, kind of about 5'6", 5'7".
What does his wife look like?
Carol's not blonde. She's brunette. Or was, anyway.
Mel, were they cuddling up together? Did they look like they were?
No. They
Mel. Were they cuddling up together?
Yeah, they were cuddling up together.
Oh, okay.
I think he was looking at them hams, as you say.
Yeah.
But yeah, he really came up there.
And he waited for you guys outside?
Yeah. And as he pulled off, that's when he flipped us off.
What was he driving?
It was in a Suburban.
I think he drives one of those.
Yeah.
Maybe it was him.
Suburban.
Maybe.
All right. All right, thank you, sir.
All right, thank you.
All right.
Odd.
And plus, what kind of black guy are you? You let him get away with that.
Yeah.
Don't stand up for me.
No. Well, he didn't know who he was.
Well, after he said something.
Right.
Plus, he came over to the table and got in their face.
Mm-hmm.
Can't stand up for your brother. Fine. I'm going to stop standing up for you.
No, you're not. You've done such a good job so far. Mm-hmm. Rolling Stones song?
Where is it?
I gave it to you.
Oh, yeah?
Thank you.
All right. Hang on. Can we get me a player that I can work?
Yes.
I don't hear it. I'm all right with this.
Turkey dance? What is that?
That does sound like brown sugar.
It does. Like every other Stone song.
Yeah.
It's the Mick dance. Is that what you're doing?
What?
You're doing the Mick dance. Yeah. Give me the De Niro eyes at the same time.
It's a combo.
I got you. Yeah.
You're good. That's not bad. I don't know why they're having problems getting airplay.
It's just because they're having a hard time fitting in any format. Not a real song.
Who would play that?
It's not locally.
I mean, a KBIL?
No, it's even too hard for them.
Maybe the phone?
I don't know. They play new music. They work hard.
Yeah, they do.
What, Chloe?
Yeah, they play new music every once in a while. They're like, this is a future vault something.
A future classic.
Oh, yeah. It's not strong. It doesn't have a really good hook. Yeah.
Hold on. What is it, Jerry?
Hey, what's happening, Russ? I was wondering if you could bring back the Reverend today for the victims over there.
For the what?
For the victims. Trina? Thought maybe you could bring back the Reverend for the day. I know it's not a request line.
I understand. Normally those things got to flash on me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't think I've done one in over a year.
Yeah, quite a while.
All right, I'll dwell on it during the break.
All right, your brothers appreciate it.
All right.
All right.
Yeah. Sure, a lot of black people calling today.
Mm-hmm. They love you.
What is it, Dan?
It's my affirmative action day on the phone lines.
Oh. Do we need to change the number?
No. No.
All right.
Okay.
All right, we'll be back.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show. rock, Hispanic, even boogie down. He's numero one over them all.
And ask for phone numbers or websites. Do not call with a joke you saw in a movie, on TV, on a bumper sticker, on the internet, or you heard in the 8th grade. Do not call and ask for advertisers' phone numbers. Call information and ask them. Do turn your radio down. Do get to the point. Practice in front of a mirror before calling. Do not waste time telling Russ your name. He's far too important and busy. You won't remember it anyway. If you understand these rules, call Russ now at 214-787-1053.
All right. Whose polygraph stuff did we not get to yesterday? Did we do close?
Yeah, we did Chloe. We did me. Did we do Gavin? Did we finish Gavin?
What is it, Dan?
I want to say you did at least part of Gavin. Near the end, you sort of breezed through a couple of them.
Rob, is Diane around from Don't Lie?
I can track her down. Just give me a second.
All right. We didn't do mine.
No. Okay. Or Dan O'Malley.
I think we finished Gavin's.
Did it ever do some this time?
Rob wrote some for both Everett and Valerie.
Okay.
But Everett never shows up anymore.
All right.
And Valerie we never see.
Okay.
Plus we know the answer to her questions anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Especially the one that says, are you now or were you ever at any time Wolfman?
Well, we know.
Okay, we already did yours, JD.
Mm-hmm.
And we did close. There's Dan's. The questions we asked Dan. Were you offered a job that required you to drop Tassos from the show? Would you pitch Russ for JD's job if JD left the show? You think Rob's plan to prepare Russ for LeBear is overkill? Rob came to the house, all the whiskey that I got for the 25-year anniversary, the party thing,
right.
He took it all.
Damn.
Everything out of the house. Like I can't walk to the country club now, not a member, and go over there and get plowed.
And get you a drink. Or there are liquor stores that are between here and your house.
Yeah, there are lots of them in Irving.
Yeah.
Northwest Highway.
Uh-huh.
About a half mile from Spangler.
He thinks he can control what you eat and drink.
He don't want me drinking at all between now and the LeBear dance, October 14th.
Well, that ain't going to happen. Where you're drinking weekends only. Friday, Saturday?
Yeah, it's kind of gray area.
Okay. All right.
Because he thinks whatever I look like on October 14th, it's going to be his fault. Well, Rob, I've watched my weight. I've done this since I've known JD. Mm-hmm. I got it handled. Am I going to have a six-pack? No. Everything else will be okay. I'll be 45. These chicks don't expect anything.
You're in great shape.
I don't look good naked, though.
I don't want to know that. You didn't look bad in 2003.
Something happened.
I looked at the video the other day of the 2003 LeBear deal that's on your website. You didn't look bad at all? Do you think you look better? 2003
or 2004?
No, this is 03 still up, isn't it?
Well, both of them are up.
I think I looked at 03.
Oh.
It was 2 years ago.
I feel fatter now. I don't know why.
Well, pull your shirt up.
I don't want to.
Let me look.
Mm-mm.
I looked at the 03 video and I'll compare.
Something happened.
Look fatter.
I don't know. It's just like right in here.
Well, that's probably muscle.
You don't get muscle in your stomach?
Sure you do. Stomach muscles. You see a lot of weightlifters that look like they got big guts. That's all muscle.
Well, but they also have the cut abs. I don't have that. I got the big poochy stomach, and then I got gook.
Let me see.
Right up here.
Let me see. Pull your shirt up. Just pull your shirt up. You show me your...
No, because you'll think... If I don't show you, then you can just assume that I'm being modest, and everything's really okay.
All right.
If I show you, you're going to know that I got the gook.
You don't... A day you have gook after working out for a year and a half?
Well, my legs are okay, and my chest and my arms, but then right here, right above the belly button, I got the gook.
Let me see. Just pull your shirt up. You show me everything else all the time.
Well,
this time I'm actually asking.
I don't have to worry about that being cut.
Let me look.
So Rob says no drinking. At all.
At all. Okay.
Took all the salt out of my house.
Oh, Jesus.
Like I can't run down to the Kroger.
Right.
And just to piss him off, when he comes over, because he's going to come over this weekend right after the parade, I'm going to have a nice 2 or 3 salt licks sitting on the coffee table.
Oh, freak.
Yeah, with a bunch of nice indentions in them. So it looks like I've been sitting there for a while.
Yeah, he thinks it's a reflection on him.
It's got nothing to do with him. I don't know why he gets tense about this. The very first time that I did LeBaron, it's just to go and have a good time. We get cash, put it in the foundation, chicks get a nice mouthful of me, and that's it.
That's it.
They cut us some slack because they know that we know we're not supposed to be there. There's nothing else to it. Now, we're going to work out so we try and mitigate the damage so we don't get up and look like a bunch of goons.
No. Some of us will still look like goons.
Are you still working out?
Yes.
When are you working out again? Because I haven't seen you at the Larry North in over a week.
I was there less than a week ago. I was there on Friday of last week. So it's been almost a week.
What are you waiting on?
My trainer doesn't work there anymore.
Oh.
So I gotta get a new trainer. But I'm still up every morning I say I'm running. I'm not really running. I'm fast walking. I do it for 45 minutes. I get my pulse rate up to about 120.
Where do you go?
I have a park right by my house. I lap it.
Dog park?
No, it's not a dog park. It's a peaceful park.
Is that Diane? Okay. Why are you looking at the LeBaron movies?
Because I wanted to see if the one with me was still there from last year.
It is.
The nigga stopped me today and he goes, really, if you look back a year ago, you really have changed. Because I see it every day in the mirror and I don't see any changes at all. He goes, if you look back a year, you really have made some accomplishments. And I went, well, let me go look and see if there is any difference. I couldn't find last year's.
It's there, but you got to pay for it.
Oh, that's why I couldn't see it.
And you're a tight ass. What is it, Dan?
But JD, you weren't in the one back in 2003.
I wasn't in it, no. That's why I was looking for the 04 one.
And because you got to pay to look at it, he don't want to do that.
I didn't even say where you had to pay.
It's on my website in the store.
Oh, store. Okay. I just looked under videos.
Yeah, I guess it should be there. Well, pull your shirt up. I'll tell you if you're looking different.
No.
Yeah, come on.
No, I got gook.
You don't have the gook.
I got all kinds of gook.
No.
I don't remember. You don't remember what I looked like last year?
Yeah, I do.
No, you don't.
I had to edit the video. I had to go through all that footage and look at it over and over.
Okay.
And pick the little snippets that you were going to be happy with, because I knew if I stuck something on there that showed your glute,
Well, I have plenty of it.
then you'd have a fit.
Yeah.
Back up, let me see.
I'm not. You won't show me yours. And you've been working out for a year and a half.
They're not Peter's. Show me your stomach.
Show me yours. No, not that. God. Almost made it a week without seeing it. Pull your shirt up.
It's not a couple of kids out behind the garage.
No.
Well, let me see yours.
You show It's just your stomach.
Well, let me see.
You know that I got gook.
Well, but I'll tell you if you made any progress. You want Chloe to turn the lights off?
Yeah.
Turn the lights off, Chloe.
It's embarrassing. You didn't show me yours and you've been working out.
That's not the point.
All right.
All right.
I'll flex a little bit.
All right.
It won't look as bad if my arms are up.
Let me stand over here.
All right.
All right, go ahead.
Turn around first.
All right.
All right, turn back.
That looks a lot better.
Oh, shut up.
It does.
It does not.
Show Dan.
I'm not showing Dan.
Dan saw you last. Show him.
You turn the lights on, I can't really tell. Are you holding it in at all?
Yeah. I'm holding it in.
That looks a lot better than last year.
Yeah, actually it does. Well, then again, it's hard to tell without him wearing the purple thong.
Oh, dear Jesus. Yeah, I got to get that
Pull
out.
your shirt up, pull your pants down.
I'm not pulling my pants down.
Pull your pants down.
I'm not pulling my pants.
Pull them up your crack, Dan.
No.
Pull your shorts up your crack.
I'm not.
Well, so Dan can get the full effect.
He's got the full effect and he hasn't puked yet. Let it go.
But do the thing.
I'm good. I'll get the thong out. I'll wear the thong tomorrow.
Where?
Here. Yes.
It's vacation.
We're not on vacation tomorrow.
It's the start of vacation.
Oh.
And I don't even know when Rob went in and got all the whiskey.
Who knows? He has access to your house.
Because I had like 7 or 8 different bottles of whiskey. I had the Jack Daniel's stuff, the bottle signed by the master distiller,
right.
the Jimmy Bedford.
Mm-hmm.
And all the bottles that I got from Rodney Anderson at CTX. And I walked by, and they're not sitting in that room anymore. Then I asked Amy what she did with them. She said, I don't know.
Rob got him. no drinking. For that, how long is it now? 6 weeks?
I guess.
Yeah.
I can't go that long.
You can go that long.
No, I can't.
Well, you really can, but you choose not to. Jump on the wagon with me for 6 weeks. 6 weeks.
Nothing fun happens on your wagon.
That's not true. I've had a lot of fun without being drunk, and I remember most of it. Last night at 2:30 in the morning, Trey's emailing me stuffing. This morning he apologizes. I go, I remember drunky emails. That's actually, I kind of miss them. Because you get up in the morning and you go to the sent file to find out who you got to apologize to.
What did he send? I didn't get anything from him.
We were just laughing about where was the government when these people turned black line.
Why is he emailing about that?
I just emailed him. I said, because he kind of started that line and you finished it.
Oh.
I just told him it was funny. And then you could tell him it was sort of two drunky emails that really made no sense at all.
Oh, yeah. All right. Originally, he said I could drink on the weekends, so I don't know what's changed.
Yeah, you could drink Friday, Saturday, and Sunday morning.
Yeah, and then I'd stop Sunday night at 6 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why he throws a timeline down, because he knows at 5:50 I'm gonna go and I'm gonna go alco load.
Mm-hmm.
What, Dan?
I was going to say that probably because it's pretty much a month out from the dance, so you tend to start tightening up your food and workouts and all that stuff about a month out.
It's not a competition.
It is for him.
But I'm not going to make it. Even if I did everything that he said for the next 6 weeks, I'm not going to look like what he wants. I'm 45. It's not going to happen.
Well, you're not going to look like Rob.
I've passed that age. The good times are gone.
Not true.
Yeah, they are.
No, they're really not.
No.
A lot of guys look great in their 60s.
Not like the guys that dance at La Bear.
Oh, hell no.
They're all ripped. They got the puffy nipples. It makes me horny.
I know.
They got the puffy nipples, and they're all cut, and they're all tan.
And they're all hung.
Luckily, they're all homo.
No, they're not.
It's the only way we can live with that. All right. Hi, Diane.
Hey, Russ. How's it going?
We're going to finish. Let's do Dan O'Malley's.
Okay.
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 We didn't have many for Hound.
Nope, just about 8.
Hold on a second. I'm going to try this. All right, I got it now.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
Were you offered a job that required you to drop Tassos from the show? His answer, no. No deception indicated.
See, Rob should have rewritten that one or added another one. Would you drop Tassos?
Yeah, that would have been better.
If you got offered a job. Because Dan contends that he wouldn't.
Mm-hmm. He does.
But he knows if a show came along, it's going to have his name on it, and they said you got to...
It's our only stipulation.
Right. Here's a 3-year contract. We'll start you mornings in like Austin. The only problem is you got to dump Wally.
No.
He would.
Well, he says he wouldn't.
Well, next time...
We'll rewrite
Yeah. That one goes in there to see if he'd drop Wally Mammoth. All right, Diane, go ahead.
Okay. Would you pitch Russ for JD's job if JD left the show? His answer, no. Deception indicated.
Don't you?
Be an obvious move.
Yeah. What are you shaking your head about, Dan?
Nah.
No, what?
I'll go back and forth on that one. I think Dan really doesn't want to be in this position because this is very much second banana. I think he really wants his own show. I think he wants your job more so than mine.
You want my job?
No.
Well, you do. You really do. You want not this afternoon drive show and this, but you want your own show.
Yeah, but...
Or see, I don't.
But what?
Actually, nothing. It just left my head. See, I couldn't do JD's job.
You can't read news? Don't you read news on your show?
Yeah, I can read news.
How come is it you read that? Why don't you make Tassos do something?
He does do stuff.
No, he doesn't.
I do it because I'm better at that than he is.
He can't read?
No, he can read just fine. It's just I'm more comfortable with myself doing it.
What does he do?
He helps to, like, if there's a news story I'm reading,
yeah,
he's the one that will initiate the conversation usually.
But he's like the backup guy, right?
No, we're even.
No, you're not. Who runs the board?
I do.
They're not even.
Well, there is that.
Okay. Make him read the news. You're the anchor. I know he looks like one.
Now? You are cruel.
I can't help it. It's Wellbutrin.
No,
it's not.
It is.
It turns you cruel?
Makes me feisty.
All right.
Feisty. Nice.
All right. Go ahead to the next one, Diane.
Okay. Do you think Rob's plan to prepare Russ for LeBear is overkill? His answer, no. No deception indicated.
How is that not overkill? He's got me doing cardio twice a day. He wants me to work out 5 days a week. He stole all my whiskey, took all the salt out of my house.
Okay, now, when I answered that question, I didn't know about the salt and the whiskey. But as far as the 5 days a week with weights and the cardio twice a day, that's very reasonable, especially given a short period of time to look a certain way.
And do you think if I follow this, I'm going to get the results that he expects? Forget about what I think.
You know, I haven't talked to Rob as far as the results that he would be expecting. I think it's almost impossible for you to reach that because of, alcohol and everything else.
What else?
Because
that I'm 45?
No, not because you're 45.
Is that what it is?
No. Yeah. It's because you don't. It's because you quit watching me. No, it's because not because you're 45, but because you don't want to do the cardio that he sets forth.
No, you won't get out of bed at 7:45 when he calls you or knocks on your door.
I'm not. And if he does that again, I'm going to abort his child.
No, you're not. No, you're not. His feelings are very hurt, by the way. Not completely off the subject that you won't watch his dog.
Misty?
Yeah, because you don't like Misty. You don't love him.
I like Misty. I don't like Misty at my house.
I'm just telling you. His feelings are hurt.
Why?
Because if you don't love his dog, you don't love him.
I love the dog. I just don't like being around her.
That came out.
I love animals.
Yes.
I have a soft spot for animals.
So
that I'd like to put her.
No. Okay.
What did he say?
I'm just telling you.
What did he say?
He just said, I guess Russ really isn't going to watch Misty. And I said, probably not from what I heard.
How am I going to do that on my vacation? I can't go anywhere. I got to worry about her if I leave her in a room locked up. Because the last time it happened, she ate phone.
I know. But you're going to be watching 3 other dogs anyway.
I don't have to watch them. They don't need to be on Ritalin.
She'd be fine. She'd calm down.
She doesn't calm down. You keep telling me that's the way boxers are.
They are.
Nothing happens to them.
They calm down.
The only way I could stand that dog for the entire week if I stuck Jack in her bottle and her bowl.
No. Can't do that. Anyway, so he just said he's really not going to watch the dog, is he? And I said, probably not. Because, it really hurt my feelings that he doesn't like Misty. If he doesn't love Misty, he probably doesn't love me.
That's got nothing to do with it. When he comes over to the house, Rob's calm.
I know. I'm just saying,
Wendy's calm.
It's like saying, I don't love your child, but I like you. But,
it's not the same.
Well,
the two don't connect.
It is to him.
Well, it's not.
All right.
Misty's a dog. She's a sweet dog. It's a dog that only the owners could love.
All right.
That's the way that works.
All right.
Somebody doesn't like Abby, I don't give a rat's ass.
Okay.
Doesn't mean they don't like me. I'm not watching Misty. She ate my phone.
I know she ate your phone.
I'm sorry, Diane.
That's okay.
Are you bored?
No.
Would you like me to change the channel on TV?
No, because I used to have a cat named Misty, so I'm enjoying this conversation about Misty.
Okay.
Because it was the psycho cat.
That's all right. We all hate cats.
Yeah.
You all hate cats?
I never really could stand cats. I don't see what you get out of one. They don't respond. They don't come to you when you call them. They're around, and the only time that you got something to offer is when the can opener's going.
They do like that.
I don't. What do you get out of having cats?
Oh, this was when I was a teenager. I haven't had a cat in a while.
No.
So.
I never did get cats.
I had cats and dogs when I was growing up.
Okay.
Next question.
Yes.
Do you think Gavin is a putz? He refused to answer.
You want to explain that one, Daniel?
The only reason why is because, I still refuse to answer. No, actually, I'm like Chloe. I actually have a lot of respect for Gavin.
How come you didn't answer the question?
Because there's no good possible way for me to come out of that.
Do you think Gavin is a putz? No. No deception.
I don't trust you.
I got nothing to do with these. These go to Diane. I hear them as you hear them. Do you think Gavin is a putz?
No.
Oh, please. Deception.
You see? That's why. Because even if it came out and I said no deception, you would say, obviously, he beat it.
Yeah.
He puckered up or something.
Okay. Go ahead, Diane.
Okay. Would you allow Gretchen to show Russ her boobs if she agreed to make a $10,000 cash donation to the Listeners Foundation? Answer yes. No deception indicated.
Hang on, I'm dwelling on that one.
Okay.
What?
I don't know if she read it wrong, but when she gave me the test, it wasn't my wife giving $10,000 to the foundation. It was you. Because the way she read it just then would be, she said she.
The question says if he agreed.
Yeah, okay.
So, obviously they asked her, right? Is that negotiable?
Negotiable how?
$100.
No.
Right. How about that in dinner at the Jaspers?
No. Quit it.
For police and fire. My wife's breasts are worth way more than $100 to go to families of police and fire.
I don't know. I haven't seen them.
I have.
Are they really?
Mm-hmm.
Has she lost weight?
A little bit.
She looks thinner.
She's been trying to follow along with me, eating better and everything.
All right. Go ahead, Diane.
Do you think the Russ Martin show is good enough to be syndicated? Answer yes.
Wait. Because I know how Dan is.
I know.
He looks in here all the time. I don't care what's going on, and I get facial expressions out of him. Why did you say that? How long are you going to dwell on this topic? Why don't you move on? Look at all the calls I've screened. You can get all of that just through that glass.
Really?
Shut up. That is not the looks I give you. I don't even hardly give you looks.
You just think everybody's always judging you.
That's what happens.
Not.
That's exactly what happens.
No.
All right. He said yes.
He said yes.
And?
No deception indicated.
There you go.
You see? No looks. Looks don't mean anything.
That's not what that means. It means you got the pucker power. Tense up or something.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, Diane.
Would you continue to work for Russ if he decides to move the show to mornings?
Okay.
He said he didn't know.
Yeah. What's to know?
The only reason why, I would say yes, but the thing that came into mind was since I'm back in school right now, it's in the morning, I don't know how I'd be able to adjust that.
Oh, all right. Go ahead, Diane.
Do you expect Gavin to give you a raise in 2006? Answer yes. No deception indicated.
Well, it's time.
Make any difference?
Yes.
You've been here how long?
3.5 years.
Yeah.
Good point.
And you got how many raises?
0.
Yeah. And here's the other thing is they're not going to go back and compensate for all the years that he didn't get a raise.
Oh, I know.
They'll just give him one now and go, you know what, here's 3%. Well, you know what? What about all the years that I didn't get anything? Well, we weren't here. That wasn't our fault. Somebody else was screwing you around. Now we're here to screw you around. We're going to start with 3%.
3% is a company. That's the most anybody gets in the company. How about the CEO that got a 50% bonus last year? That's different.
Oh, you want to hear something that'll spin your nipples?
Yes.
They're negotiating Gavin's contract right now.
Okay.
53% increase.
You're kidding, right?
You
So
see?
all the crap that I was told back when we did our contract was just that crap.
What did they tell you the cap was?
I don't even remember the number, but it wasn't 50%.
Was it in the 30s?
Yeah, it was something like 30-something%. This is the most we can give you.
Mm-hmm.
And I think what I was asking for was around 47. So his is 50. That's what I was asking for that I got laughed at.
Right.
Because there was no way in the world that anybody's going to get that much. Oh, that's great. Well, that's happy note. Good. Good for him.
And that's how it is. I expect a raise.
And that's not going to happen with Dan. It didn't happen with JD.
Nope.
Happened with me.
Yes.
But they're not going to go back and take care of him over the last 3 or 4 years. They don't care how much money's still out of the cash cube.
You didn't steal anything from the cash cube.
Have we ever put that on the I think we did, and he
Yeah, we
passed.
did.
Yes, you did. Actually, you did it twice because the first time you thought something happened, like the machine blew up or something.
You got out of that somehow. Either you got into the cash cube and somebody else got in there and turned the wind on. All right, who we got? How we doing, Chloe? Here, we'll shoot through mine really
Speaking
quick.
of Dan, he's obviously doing his job. I've gotten this email 3 times. Subject, your phone guy keeps hanging up on me. Russ, can Jenny and I go for a ride in the Batmobile of the Mach 5?
Thanks, Dan.
Do what I can.
You get a lot of that?
Yeah, he called in. Actually, the first 2 times that guy called in, he wanted to ride in the first Batmobile, second time, second Batmobile, third time the Mach 5.
And he's serious.
He's pissed off that your guy keeps hanging up on him. Can Jenny and I go for a ride in the Batmobile of the Mach 5? Please? Len Johnson.
How's that going to happen? They're 2-seaters. Oh, he wants to drive them.
Aha.
No. All right, Diane, let's shoot through these.
Okay. Will you prevent Gavin from getting a new contract with the radio station? Answer no. No deception indicated.
Okay.
Have you had a sexual relationship with any station employee in the last 2 weeks? Answer no. No deception indicated.
2 weeks? Why didn't you put the time limit on there?
I didn't do that. Rob wrote these.
Should have been 2 years.
2 weeks is very important.
Yeah, you allowed you to skate.
Go ahead, Diane.
Are you exploring the possibility of replacing anyone on the show? Yes, was his answer. No deception indicated.
Ooh.
Well, in case you leave.
Where am I going to go?
I don't know. I seriously don't expect you to live past 50.
Well, thanks a lot.
I don't.
I'm in great shape. I am in great shape.
Put your shirt up again.
No.
Pull it up again.
No. I'll probably outlive you. Yeah. Yeah.
Pull the shirt up.
No.
Good.
I don't want to.
Show me yours.
Pull yours up. You never pulled yours up.
I don't want to.
There you go.
I may move it to 49. Go ahead, Diane.
Would you take on the role of program director officially if management offered you the position? Answer yes. No deception indicated.
Every day.
You really want that job?
Absolutely.
Well, why? There's so much crap you have to deal with.
I don't care. Stuff to do.
I guess.
Things to clean up.
What would you clean up?
Things.
Well,
I like to clean a lot.
Okay.
I'm very tidy.
Where would you start?
10 o'clock. 11:30.
I got you. Damn.
A lot of dust.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Diane.
Have you exhausted your relationship with Amy? You refused to answer.
Why? Well, you just answered.
Well, if I answered it and she said no deception, then...
Well...
I'd have to deal with that when I got home.
Have you?
I don't have to do anything. I refuse to answer.
Which makes it look like you certainly have. Otherwise, you just say...
It doesn't mean anything.
Yes, it does. It speaks volumes.
It creates an air
of guilt.
Plausible deniability.
I got you.
It's a bit. I don't have time to answer that, sweetie.
Okay.
Go ahead, Diane.
Have you had a sexual relationship with any of your therapists? Answer no. No deception indicated.
Okay.
What's the face?
Nothing.
What's the face?
I just... nothing. How'd you get around that one?
Sometimes you can hold your breath.
I got you.
Go ahead, Diane.
Are you using your desire for a threesome with Amy as an excuse not to marry her? Answer no. No deception indicated.
I don't need a reason. You don't want to give me a three-way? You don't want to get a boob job? We're not getting married.
You're sticking with that.
It doesn't make any difference whether it's that. If I don't want to get married, I'm not going to get married. I don't necessarily have to have a reason.
Need a reason.
But if she does those two things, we're a lot closer. And I don't believe that I'm asking for anything that odd.
You haven't asked her to cut into her body and put some foreign inside it. And go against her natural instincts to be with another woman, which she doesn't want to do.
Well, then we don't get married. So I'm not using that as an excuse.
No.
I can use anything for an excuse.
You can just say I'm sick of you.
Let me try that one.
No.
Go ahead, Diane.
Would you pay for a boob job for Amy if she agreed to get the procedure?
Hang on a second. I lost a page here. I went to the next one and asked if I wanted more hair on my head. That's Gavin's.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Your answer was no. No deception indicated.
I ain't paying for it.
Good call. Never be the guy that pays for it.
I might loan her the money and then keep the title on her car until we're paid off.
Fair enough.
But I ain't buying them.
No. It's a bad idea.
Go ahead.
Do you think your mom will have sex with George? Your answer was yes. No deception indicated.
So you've accepted that. You ain't gonna like it. You can just accept it.
Yeah, I've kind of accepted it.
Why?
It's not really the answer that I gave her.
Why? What'd you say?
I said yes, the whore.
God. So, think about your mother like that.
Why is she going out with George?
Well, she's not a whore.
Well, I don't know that.
Yes, yeah, you know she's not a whore.
You know George just don't take anybody out in those limos and nothing happens.
Well, that if she's having sex, that doesn't make her a whore. Does that make Amy a whore? She's having sex with you.
I'm not 65.
Well, that doesn't make you a whore. Makes you a human to have sex.
Actually makes you a slut.
No. Why?
Well, whores you get paid. Sluts you just doing it.
No.
She got dinner.
Does it make you either one?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Forgot about the food.
The pole.
Yeah. Go ahead, Diane.
Will you ever buy your mom a house? Your answer was no. No deception indicated.
Yes.
She's talking about a house.
Mm-hmm.
Not a hat, not a coat, not one of them nice Dooney and Burke purses.
I know. None of those are investments. A house is.
The purse is.
It's not.
Those are expensive.
It's not an investment.
I'm not buying her a house.
I know.
She can have an apartment.
Made that clear. We can pay for an apartment?
I don't think so. I don't know how I got stuck with this.
Because you're the one in the family that's done well and moved on and made money.
So why do I get punished?
There's not punishment. You have the opportunity.
And if I talked about this yesterday, if I buy her a house, somebody sees her house and then sees mine, they're going to call me a tight ass because I stuck her in that little shanty.
Nobody would ever think that. Even if it was a $100,000 house, nobody would ever think that.
Yeah, they would.
You know?
Yeah, actually, I can see that.
You really expect somebody to buy a house like his for their mother?
Doesn't make any difference. How come she can't stay with you?
Exactly.
How come you didn't get her a house at least half the size of yours?
That's ridiculous.
They're not going to look at it that way. And she isn't either. I think it's just a lot better. It's a much better idea if I just ignore it.
Yeah. Makes you look like the big guy to ignore your mother.
I don't care. Go ahead, Diane.
Do you miss sex with L.A. Lamont? Your answer was yes. No deception indicated.
Don't believe that.
Hey.
Good sex, great body.
Mm-hmm.
Except she talks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Diane.
Would you sleep with your neighbor's wife if she offered? Your answer was yes. No deception indicated.
I'm going to have to start writing some of these questions. I don't know where Rob came up with some of these because some of them are absurd.
Yeah.
Why,
of course.
One of them for JD was, would you want liposuction for weight loss? Yeah, no deception.
Of course.
The screw in L.A. My mom being a... Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Those are obvious.
Do you think my mom's a whore?
I did not say a whore. She is not.
The three... Dan, why don't you write the next batch?
Okay.
You're a little sneaky fart. Write those. Stick the cash cube thing in there again. I'm going to ask that till I get the right answer.
Fine.
All right.
Since you're exploring other opportunities.
Hang on, I got to say goodbye to Diane.
Okay.
Thanks for the help, Diane.
Thanks, Russ. See you later.
All right.
Bye.
Remember to put her in the plugs. What is it, John?
Since you're exploring other people to do my job, why don't you let O'Malley do it one day? We've tried other people. They haven't worked out.
Hey. Have you heard the reads on his spots?
Yes. My point is job security.
You got one of Dan's spots?
No, let Dan. I've heard Dan do the news on his own show. Let him come in and do it one day.
Well, how come is it that doesn't translate over to his
phones and let him come in and do this?
You want to screen calls?
You're smoking something.
No, on second thought, I don't. I'd rather sit here and script the news.
This is why Dan doesn't read the news for us.
Okay.
Hey, it's Dan O'Malley from The Russ Martin Show. I'm here with Bruce from Single Source Satellite, the expert when it comes to everything Dish Network. Now, Bruce, here's my question for you. Can I get a free DVR from Single Source Satellite?
Yes, sir.
Can I pause live TV with a DVR?
Easy enough.
And I can actually rewind using a DVR?
I love that feature.
I can record my favorite show and even watch it later, right?
You sure can, and click right through the commercials.
But can DVR make my wife's breasts bigger?
That's why. I can almost see him doing the robot when he's reading these spots.
It's a different read in his spots than he is when he does news. He's more conversational. But you got a short length of time on a commercial to get everything in. I know.
But why is he doing the Mr. Roboto?
Huh? I have no answer. We recut spots today, so hopefully those will be more to your liking.
Matter to me. I'm not the one paying for it. Who's the satellite guy?
Bruce. He liked that one.
He did?
Yeah.
What's he do for a living?
Does satellite.
All right.
I know.
Screws round dishes on houses.
Mm-hmm.
That the guy you're going to ask about cutting spots? Yeah.
I was just glad someone liked it.
It's paying for it.
Yeah, it's paying for it, liked it.
Yeah. That's all that matters.
Mm-hmm. Somebody liked those 12 loop 12 spots with the spinning arm.
I did. I went and bought my furniture there.
I love those spots.
I know. I used to produce them, I know.
And that guy really didn't work there?
No, he lived up in Oklahoma. He did a car out of Oklahoma and Tulsa, and he just did.
And it was the same delivery every time?
Yeah.
Got to. Yeah. Spin his little fan arm in a circle.
He was great, too. He'd walk in, no script, knock it out, one take. He was really good.
Got me down there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, break. Okay, we'll be back. Hold on. Quit it! That chick on 2 I want to talk to?
Actually, don't worry about it. It's kind of long and drawn out.
All right.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show. Now, back to the Russ Martin Show.
know. Maybe I got to have a couple of drinks before I get into the sermon stuff.
That used to loosen you up a little bit?
I guess. I don't know. Sometimes I hear it on Best Of, and they're not funny to me. I think that's why I stopped.
Yeah, they're funny. Everybody loves them.
I didn't get anything out of it.
If you don't do it.
Did you just get tired of doing them?
I heard it one time on a repeat. I thought it was stupid. I heard it on somebody else's show. I didn't listen to it. That's why I stopped.
People love it.
All right. Which one? 2?
One after September the 11th was particularly good. You one after Cindy Cole's death was particularly good. You had a lot of.
What did I do after September 11th? You know what? If that related back to the war or we're coming to get your ass, that's one of those you got to be in the moment things. 4 years later, back then everybody was into it. You had American flags everywhere.
Yeah,
we were at one point. It's like the United States became a really cool club.
Well, it kind of was. Brought everybody together, as opposed to the hurricane, which is driving people apart.
Yeah, that's gone and taken racism and almost laminated it.
It really has. There was a story I never got to about how basically this is to African Americans, Hurricane Katrina has become a generation-defining catastrophe and a disaster with predominantly black toll tinged with racism.
Right, and every time you have somebody like Kanye West say President Bush doesn't care about the black people,
and then you
got black youngsters who like the Kanye. It's a world that this administration doesn't like us.
Clearly. And then you have a list of other celebrities that come up and go, yeah, I agree. That's right. That's absolutely correct. Jesus.
Line 2. Yeah. Is it Sasha?
Yes.
Hi, sweetie.
Hi, Mr. Russ Martin?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, my God. Good evening to you, sir.
Thank you.
And I would like to say hello to all of your guys that are in the studio with you. I just recently moved to Garland from Dallas. And the reason why I moved from Dallas is because the area that I was in, predominantly black, and oh my God, it's horrible.
Where did you stay?
I'm sorry?
Where did you live?
Do I have to say?
Well, let me take you off the air. Hold on. All right, you're off. No, you're not. All right, hang on. All right, you're back on.
No, the crime rate there is so ridiculous. It's just crazy. But what I kind of agree and disagree with both parties as far as the race issues go. But the thing
you mean over the hurricane?
I'm sorry?
Over the hurricane?
That and just the races in general. What I do not like is how black people are always so quick to judge whites, but they're doing exactly what white people say they did. I mean, I wouldn't want someone to steal my TV or jack my car or, shoot me. I don't sell drugs. I've never even been to jail. And I work hard every day.
You never been to jail?
I've never been to jail.
How old are you?
My parents, I'm 20.
Oh, all right, go ahead.
Okay. And I just don't like, how black people are so quick to call people racist when I think black people are pretty much bringing this on themselves. I think
it floats back and forth. You can have white people say that black people are stupid, and I can run you around different parts of East Texas and show you a bunch of white people, and I'll erase that pretty quick.
Yeah, when the space shuttle crashed out in East Texas, we was on CNN.
Right.
But Mr. Martin, I just recently started listening to your radio station, and I just had to call you up because the first time that I heard your voice, I thought, oh my God, this guy sounds awesome. I've never seen you before, obviously, but I just had to call you up and tell you that I respect your honesty and your boldness, and I love the ability that you have to keep anybody tune into your radio station for 4 full hours.
You listen that long?
Yes. Whenever you're on, I try and tune in and listen. Now, some things you say I do not agree with, but for the most part, I do agree.
What is it you don't like?
When you make like racist remarks, which you pretty much do that with all races. In all fairness, you do. But I totally agree with you. But I just don't like that. Black people are so quick to call somebody racist. I mean, if you don't want to, be labeled as a gang member, pull your pants up and wear a belt. I mean, you have to learn how to present yourself. And I think it's ridiculous. You know, I'm not trying to be funny or anything like that, but I'm just saying.
No, I got it.
Yeah. But I just have to call you up, you know, just to say hi to you, and I think your voice is so sexy.
Well, that's very kind of you.
Okay, bye.
We're happy to have you. All right. Never been in jail.
Quit.
If I was ready for bed, then that would be a nice story.
Oh, my God.
Cookies, milk.
Yeah. And a nice story.
No.
You wait till the bears get home.
Oh. Dear Jesus.
All right, I'm ready to go now.
I hate you make me do plugs for bear jokes.
Go ahead.
All right, for all your lie detector needs, you can contact Diane at La Costa Data Services. Their website is don'tlie.com. For more information about the Russ Martin Show, pictures, links, video, and webcams, go to russmartin.com. To get answers to any question you might have about the show, go to russmartin.info. To instant email the show, and only during the show, just send that to studio@russmartin.com. The other show websites, JohnDavidRyan.com, TheGrandDragon.com, DanAntasos.com, GailLightfoot.com, DJClo.com, and RobRiddlemoser.com. For more information about Spittleville, go to Spittleville.com. For Black 80s weather information website, go to WeatherNIG.com. And for information on the Heroes Parade, go to HeroesParade.com. And the official site for KLLI is Live1053.com.
All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow.
On the Alternative Talk Station. Live.
105.3.